What if mayonnaise came in cans? That would suck because you can't microwave metal. Good morning to everyone except these two people. Oh, one of my favorites. That would suck though. I like being able to microwave my mayonnaise. I love mayo soup. So I was talking to a boy today and called him dude. And he goes, hey, I'm not your dude. I want to go by bro. And the very first thing that popped into my head was, wow, he has preferred pronouns. Oh my God. Okay, that's good. Bravo. I love you. Joke of the day. An Englishman, a Frenchman, a Spaniard, and a German are all standing watching a street performer do some excellent juggling. The juggler notices that the four gentlemen have a very poor view, so he stands up on a large wooden box and calls out, "Can you see me now?" Ah, what? Took me about 10 minutes to finally understand this. Stupidest, most awesome joke ever. I see.
Did you mean we see?
I'm not gonna say it. I see what it is. You guys can read it. You can read this dad joke. I don't want to read it.
We're gonna skate to one song only.
Plants are just like too much sun, not enough sun. Ground too wet, ground too dry. pH balance is wrong. There's not enough drainage. I don't like terracotta. Feed me. Stop feeding me.
God was killed here.
I do not vibe with this soil. Then plants in nature be like, ooh, is that a crack in the concrete? Dude, weeds freak me out. We do. I mean, I know that there's not really a classification for a weed. I think it's just what we call never mind. Doesn't matter. Those things are impossibly good at surviving. Oh no, what do we got here? Let's see. I'll have y'all know that my favorite figure skater's parents told her that to get a dog, she'd have to do well at the Olympics. And she went and won the goddamn thing when she was 15. Her, I want a dog. Her mom and dad, yeah, sweetie, do well at the Olympics and we'll see. Okay, did she get that well-deserved dog she wanted? I don't know if her parents got her one, but the president of Japan gave one to her when he found out that she wanted one. This teen to her parents every single day. Bye, I'm off to walk my presidentially ordained victory dog. Okay, that may be the coolest dog in the world, I'm sorry. Oh, where'd you get him? Oh, the president of Japan gave him to me. Good God. Someone help me find that image of 4 cats being held up in front of a brightly colored background. The cats look calm being held, but each have their own personality. Never mind, I found it. They definitely look calm, especially the guy in the bottom right. I think he's just chilling out. Top right's easily pissed off. Bottom left is a little curious about bottom right, and then I guess top left is just, he's kinda bugging. I want to run away, but like in a Ghibli movie. Like I take a block of cheese, a loaf of bread, and some apples and wander through the flower-specked mountains wrapped up in a shawl. And I happen to wander into a moving castle and fall in love with a cute wizard. Me, deep in the woods, dragging duffel bag of craft singles and hopelessly lost. Where's Totoro? Oh man, you guys are so silly. Imagine someone thinking of you and buying you flowers. Okay, now imagine a horse as a skeleton with a blue fire mane. Now, I'll let you guys in the comments decide which one of these is more fun to imagine. Hint, it's the horse in an area. He is in an area, and it looks like he vacuumed too. Thank you so much. You are highly responsible. I love you, my little guy. Oh my, what do we have here? Let's see. Julius Caesar as just some dude is tripping me out. Well, here's Cleopatra. Little weird. Louis XV. Okay. A little less weird than Cleopatra. I think it's just that strange angle. Julius Caesar yells at the Einstein Bros manager daily. Cleopatra is writing her PhD thesis and is sick of people undermining her intelligence. Louis XV is a business professional currently being investigated by HR. Yeah? No, you got it. You got it. And yes, I understand it's not actually XV. I don't need people in the comments reminding me that they're Roman numerals. I know. It's called a haha. More takes from yours truly. Ooh, Nefertiti is a child star who fell from grace, but rose again like a phoenix. Alexander the Great is not gay and on academic probation. Caligula is under investigation by the FBI. Caligula and Alexander the Great are the best. They're the most accurate for sure. Caligula would be under investigation by some government agency. It's a guarantee. The friendly Lothcat sounds are recordings of the late Tex, sound designer Dave Acort's cat? Tex should not be confused with Porkchop, Acort's other cat, whose purr was the source of Kylo Ren's Force Rumble sound effect in The Force Awakens. Hi guys, whenever you hear Kylo Ren using the Force, it's actually a cat named Porkchop. Quality information right there. You know what? That information might have saved all of the sequels. Seriously, I think it did. I think I like them all now. Bro, I hate being an academic. They're making me write I thought I was just supposed to sit in an old chair and smoke and say something French every now and then. I'm having a stroke. Why are your eyes so long? Very good question. No, seriously, why? Is that an upgrade you get when you become an academic? If you love someone, you will always try harder. I've been trying really hard lately to break through my television screen so that one day I'll be able to walk into the arms of my beloved Luigi. See? This is what I'm talking about. I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. I heard my brother say he was going to Dairy Queen, so I snuck into his car, and he has no idea I'm in here. He asked his friend what he wanted, and I popped up from the floor. I was thinking about a milkshake. I've never heard two teenage boys scream louder. Well, I mean, you jump scared him. It works, but it's a cheaper tactic. I guess we'll allow it. Anonymous asked, I just applied for Tumblr University. OMG, same. I'm majoring in supernatural. What about you? What is supernatural? Holy sh*, nature really is healing. What is supernatural? A show that's over. It's gone. Ha! Little girl came up to my door dressed as a shark, and I gave her M&Ms, and she said, "Thank you, I love you." And her mom said, "You're supposed to say Happy Halloween." And the little girl said, "She gave me Nem-Nems, I love her." That is fair. I mean, I'd say the exact same thing, especially if you're a house like ours, by the way, that gives out the full-sized candy. Yeah, we don't play the fun-size game here. I remember when I was in elementary school and I'd watch all the Scooby-Doo animated movies that were available on Netflix. Now, as an adult, I'm doing the same, just on HBO Max. I still have some of the DVDs from my childhood where they had those little movies that were just Shaggy and Scooby doing something weird with Dracula or some sh**. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, come on, you have to, right? Is it me, or is positivity and optimism sort of looked down upon nowadays? I'm not saying you have to be a super optimist or anything, but it feels like anytime someone's trying to be anything more than super cynical, they're treated like they're not worth listening to. Well, cynicism is kind of hard not to like. It seems weird. It's kind of hard not to like in a lot of ways these days, but that's just because when you keep yourself informed, you're gonna be really mad and sad and salty in general about human existence. When you give yourself a little bit of ignorance as a treat, you do feel a little bit better. I disabled trends on my Twitter account through an extension, and you know what? I enjoy Twitter again. It's great not constantly seeing headlines about, oh, evil. That's really all it is. It's just evil everywhere. So look, we're working on it. But once you get into a habit, it's very, very hard to get out of it. Childhood is when you idolize Batman. Adulthood is when you realize that the Joker makes more sense. This is the most Reddit thing I've read all day. I thought adulthood was feeling bad for all the stupid bullshit Commissioner Gordon had to put up with. Absolutely. Childhood is idolizing Batman. Adolescence is thinking that the Joker is right. Adulthood is realizing that Gordon absolutely doesn't get paid enough for this shit. Yeah, Gordon never really got paid enough for any of this crap. He had to deal with a cosplayer and a clown quite a bit, and they were both very dangerous. Here's a question for you. Is Batman a furry? More at 11. Wholeheartedly begging writers to unlearn everything schools taught you about how long a paragraph is. If there's a new subject, including actions, there's a new paragraph. A paragraph can be a single word too. So stop making things unreadable. That makes a lot more sense in my brain. I'm not a very good writer. I do my best. I'm actually going to be starting a writing job here at some point very soon. This is good to take to heart. Don't worry. In the movie American Psycho, Christian Bale based the main character on a Letterman interview featuring Tom Cruise in 1999. When asked about the inspiration behind Patrick Bateman, he replied, "Tom Cruise on David Letterman had this very intense friendliness with nothing behind the eyes." Every single day of my life I think about this fact. Every single day. Tom Cruise is an interesting character, to say the least, very, very interesting. Really wish he wasn't a Scientologist. Dude brings it to every project he's involved in, but that just ruins it for me. Had the worst toast buttering experience today. Okay, no glasses, using arm to hold plate, cold butter, cat likes butter. Well, it seems like you put yourself into this situation, though. Was there nothing you could have done? Maybe eat the cat? It's fine to live with your parents into your 20s. It's only landlord and real estate developer propaganda that said it was shameful. You're supposed to hook up at bars and make sweet, passionate love in your childhood bedroom. And then, when the girl leaves after, your mom glares at this trollop who deflowered her beautiful baby boy. On the Sonic bedsheets, right? Mine were Pokemon. If I remember correctly, anyway. I feel like I remember they weren't Pikachu or any of the 3 starters either, like they were Poliwhirl or something. Incredible energy. If she saw the Poliwhirl sheets and still went for it anyway, oh, absolutely. Look, if you've got not one of the starter Pokemon sheets on your bed or blanket or whatever, you're automatically a king or queen, there's no doubt about it. A Harry Potter alternate universe where potions is taught by Gordon Ramsay. Your Drought of Living Death couldn't kill a fruit fly. You put so much ginger in that potion it tastes like a Weasley. It tastes like a Weasley. Oh, that's just not fun to read. Small brain. Steven Universe is a vegetarian because he's a pacifist. Big brain. Steven Universe is a vegetarian because his spit heals flesh? Holly, please don't say things like this. But didn't he also bring the watermelon, Stevens, and pumpkin to life in the same manner? Every meal is a race against the clock for Stephen Q Universe. At least his food is always fresh. I know a lot of you guys will get this. This is another thing I've never seen. I'm calling it now. I bet you did numbers on Twitter will become a new insult on Tumblr.com. I bet this did numbers on Twitter. Okay, can now confirm through first-hand experience that being accused of having migrated from Twitter when I've been here for years is in fact a devastating insult. Don't worry, OP. My blog is like a decade old and I get accused of being from TikTok. That's not an insult, that's a declaration of war. Sure, I do love the sense of superiority that any fan of any website feels for being a fan of that website and not the other one. I mean, come on, Tumblr, you guys lost indie games. What if you were a little fly? What if a sentient locomotive was after you? What if you tidied up a house? What if you were a bear who also runs a B&B? AAA games. What if you had a gun? Hey, those publishers, man, they're like the Suits in Hollywood. They ruin quite a bit. That's why I like companies like Capcom. They're still doing some weird I mean, sure, Resident Evil, guns, but what if we took guns and had you fight waves after waves of dinosaurs? Come on. I mean, come on. Remember when Fyre Fest happened like a year or so ago, and there was this article where the attendees complained about how shitty it was? But there was this one middle-class dude who won a ticket through a lottery or something, and at the time of his life, because rich people suffering is great, I hope y'all remember it, is today's mood. Oh my god. I got my ticket in a raffle at work and thought it'd be cool. Didn't have much in the way of expectations. But yeah, watching rich people freak out because their luggage was being handled roughly or they were slightly dehydrated? Oh, it was like chicken soup for my middle-class soul. Best weekend of my life. I want to believe. I do. Also, man, how old is this? Remember when Fyre Fest happened like a year or so ago? When did it happen, actually? How long ago has it been? 2017. God!